Good morning and welcome to week 2 of New York City Marathon training. It is Monday, July 8th, and I have a 3-mile run at an easy pace followed by 10 20-second essentially strides with a minute rest between. So I am going to grab my hydration, head out, get that done, and then right afterwards I will be doing my total body strength training, and it's something that doesn't really need equipment today, so I'm just going to do it at home versus maybe doing it later in the day and going to the gym. So we're gonna get all of that done before the workday begins. It's going to be a very busy work week for me, so trying to just make sure that I'm getting up early and getting everything out of the way before I have to take care of all of that. So let's get this run going. Some runs just suck. Like, no matter what you do or the mindset that you're in, they're just hard. And today was one of those runs. I don't know, I thought I slept okay. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't get enough. My legs were a little sore from my bike ride yesterday, but nothing out of the norm. The feels like temperature is 90 and the dew point was 78, which is a little higher than normal. So most likely that was it. That when you mix that with the no airflow, I just couldn't catch my breath. My heart rate didn't really go any higher than normal, but my breathing was just like out of control, and I was getting a little lightheaded at one point, so probably wasn't hydrated enough. I did bring Element with me. My bottle's almost gone, so I was doing really well during the run of drinking my fluids, but whew, that sucked. And I am so happy that it's over, and I cannot wait for a nice cold shower to cool off. Like, sweat is just dripping. I know you can't really tell on the camera, but sweat is just like dripping from my elbows. Like, it's disgusting. But it's just normal here. It's just how it goes. I have been absolutely terrible about vlogging this week, and I will probably just blend week 2 and week 3 into one video situation. I actually had a little bit of an eye issue this week, so I really wasn't picking up the camera because I was really dealing a lot with that situation. Essentially, what happened was last weekend we were walking the dog. All of a sudden, I started to get a lot of flashes in my right eye, and I went to the doctor. They referred me to a retina specialist because they thought maybe my retina had detached, which was like, you know, super cool to hear. Went to the specialist, all panicked, and they said, nope, everything is fine. It was just something else that happens naturally as you age. Typically it happens when you're much older, but for me, it happened because I am naturally very nearsighted. So that can cause it to happen, you know, much earlier in your life. So everything is good. Just gonna keep an eye on things, go back in a month, make sure nothing's changed. All good. Now, back on track with activity. My runs have been normal, even with all of this going on. Nothing's changed with my exercise. I've kept up with all of my strength training and everything, so all that's been looking good. Just some increased stress from everything, obviously. I also just had my annual physical that I have every year today, so I was up extra early for my run. But that was actually really nice because it was nice and cool this morning. It was only a dew point of 72, and I haven't seen that in weeks, so that felt fantastic. And we are now at the gym. So I'm gonna wrap up my strength portion of the week with a back and biceps workout. And then tomorrow I have my long run, which is 9 miles. And instead of it just being like a regular 9-mile run, I have some speed work that's mixed in to it. So I will fill you in on all of that tomorrow morning. But yeah, so let's go ahead, get this workout done, Have a nice evening. I'm gonna have to get up really early tomorrow morning too, simply because I have a hair appointment tomorrow. I'm actually trying out someone new, and that's also scary in itself because you never know when you're trying out a new place, but it has a lot of great reviews, so I'm just gonna trust it. My previous hairstylist moved, so that's why I have to try somebody new. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get this done, wrap up the week. The work week is done, which is fantastic. Love Friday afternoons. Good morning. It is Saturday. I am about to head out for my long run. I'm being very quiet because Paul's sleeping. But I have 9 miles and I have a 2-mile warm up, 2 miles at marathon pace, a 1 mile easy pace, 2 miles marathon pace, and then a 2-mile cool down. So that is the plan. We will see how it goes. It's been a while since I've done my longer route. So I have to try to calculate in my head which way I'm gonna go. So here is the fuel that I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take 2 gels with me, 1 at mile 3 and 1 at mile 6, just to kind of practice it. So I am continuing with the Science and Sport. I'm bringing a cherry and an apple flavor today to try those. And then I also have raspberry element that is in my bottle, and that's it. So let's get going. All right, 9 miles done. I hit all of my paces, if not a little faster. Felt great. Wasn't too bad weather-wise. Sun is starting to rise, so I am gonna go clean up, have some breakfast. I did stop and get some bagels yesterday after my annual physical, and I am very much so looking forward to eating it. It's one of our favorite places, and I went to my old doctor, which is where we lived prior to this, and so it was a little bit of a drive, and so I had to stop and get some. I just couldn't be over there and not grab them. So I'm gonna go do that, and then we head to my hair appointment, which I'm also really excited about. Okay, I just finished my hair appointment. I am very happy with how it turned out. It can be really hard finding a new hairstylist that you like, and loved her. She did great. She knew what I needed. All good. Might go a little later next time, but for now, I didn't book highlights or anything because I wanted just to kind of test out the new place, make sure I liked it. But that was fantastic. I'm going to now go to Trader Joe's to grocery shop because I don't have one super close to me, and there's one right down the street, so I want to go get those few things that I like from Trader Joe's that I don't get elsewhere, and then I'll do my regular grocery shopping at Publix to fill in any of the gaps. And then yeah, I might stop and get a smoothie or something for lunch just because it's noon now. I'm not all that hungry quite yet. Typically after a long run for me, I am starving around 3 o'clock. I probably will get really hungry right after I leave Trader Joe's, and there is nothing worse than shopping when you're hungry, but I'm not quite to that point yet that I need the smoothie first, so I'll probably do it afterwards. So let's go see what Trader Joe's has for the week. I absolutely despise every parking lot of any Trader Joe's because they always pick the place where it shares it with 5 other places, and there is 10 spots, and it's a Saturday, and it's ridiculous, but hopefully it works well. Pray for me, and let's get some food. Okay, so I went to this place called Soho, juice. They mostly do bowls, but I got a smoothie to go. I went with one of their protein smoothies. It's like spinach, pineapple, mango. I kind of don't really remember. And then it has like a plant-based protein and coconut water and something else. I don't really remember. But they don't use ice. Everything they use is all from the ingredients to blend it. So it's super thick, which is nice. But also it has, it's kind of an earthy taste, but not in like a bad way, if that makes sense. Kind of like almost like if you did a green juice, but it's in a smoothie form, which I prefer just because it's hot. Excellent. I would get it again for sure. And it was $13 for a 24 ounce. I mean, it's a pretty big one, and this will fill me up. So it also said that it had 27 grams of protein. So at least I'm getting that in, which is really important during marathon training. Do not skip on the protein. You gotta have it. All right, now I'm gonna go fight Trader Joe's. I decided to get the smoothie place first because it was on the way and I didn't feel like turning around and coming back. So let's go grocery shopping. Hello all, happy Monday. I just finished a total body workout and oh my God, like look at my hair. Like this is insane. It's crazy how hot my gym is. And my gym has like a women's section, which if I'm only using just hand weights, it's where I'll go just because it's easier and you don't have to worry about like fighting for spots and stuff. And there's just zero airflow. There's no fans. The air conditioning doesn't reach that section. It's so unbearable sometimes. And today was one of those days where I was absolutely dripping in sweat. And like, I know I was working hard and I was lifting heavy, but at the same time, I shouldn't have sweat that much. It was just, I sweat more than I did on my run this morning, which I ran 5 miles this morning. It was just an easy run, nothing crazy. It was actually kind of cool this morning, which was really nice. So that's how my day has gone so far. It's been a busy Monday, but nothing too crazy. A couple meetings. I'm about to go home, prep dinner. We are doing sloppy joes tonight, but I'm making them like slightly healthier. So I'll show you how I'm doing that. But yeah, we're off into week 3. Like I said in a previous clip, I'm just gonna combine week 2 and 3 since I didn't vlog a ton last week because of my whole eye thing. But all is good for this week. Everything is trending to be a normal week and we are just moving right along. So Monday is check done, complete, and on to the next. So let's go home, have a little bit of protein, get dinner prepped, and then, you know, just walk the dog and relax for the rest of the evening. Okay, so I am prepping the sloppy joes. So all I did was brown some onion. I did some pepper as well. It's not what it called for, but I added those 2 things just for, you know, just some extra veggies. Frying the meat, I did use a 96% lean meat for this, so you can really use whatever you want. And then I took the sloppy joe seasoning kit and I like to mix it with the water before combining it all just because I think that it blends better with the meat and it's a little easier to stir. And then I will also add in the tomato paste and then I'm going to let that simmer for a little bit, and then on top of that we are going to have some veggies on the side, which is going to be some squash, some onion, and asparagus, and it has like a butter seasoning on it. Good morning and happy Wednesday. I just finished my run. Did not go as planned. It was supposed to be 2-mile warm-up, 2-mile progressive run, and then a 2-mile cool down. For my progressive run, I was supposed to do 1 mile at an 8:15 pace and 1 at 8. And I just could not catch my breath. It was just, my legs were
dead weight. Just wasn't good. So I did the first mile at 8:20, the second at 8:11, and I did have to pause during the second mile for like 20 to 30 seconds just to like catch my breath because I just couldn't do it. So a little disappointed in that one, but not every run is going to be a winner. I also cannot blame the weather because it's actually a little cooler this morning, so it was all nice there, but it is what it is. I know that I lifted really heavy on Monday and my legs are just still really sore from that. So good takeaway to just maybe tone it down on the weights a little bit next week. Okay, it is now after work on Thursday. I ended up not doing my lower body workout yesterday, so I did do it this morning. I'm still a little tired, so I ended up just doing a more body weight version of leg day here at home and got through that just fine. Did that first thing this morning before work, so I had all day to kind of just chill and recover. I do have an easy run tomorrow, so I'm not really worried about that. And yeah, it's been just kind of a chill day overall. We did order some things through Amazon Prime, and a couple of items came today, nothing too exciting. I got some more of my iron and a vacuum. We got a new vacuum because ours is very close to the end stages of life, and we wanted one that was cordless, so I'm testing it out to see how that works. So the rest of our stuff will be coming over the next few days, so I did get something that was going to be a lot of fun, especially during peak training, so I will share that with you tomorrow when it gets here, and then I'm gonna play with it a little this weekend, so stay tuned for that. If you ordered anything from Prime, comment below, especially if it's running related, what deals you found. I didn't think they were anything all that spectacular. I honestly feel like Cyber Monday is a bit better, so we'll see. There were a few things that I just kind of held back on buying because they weren't necessities, but we also got, so I'm in my office right now, and as you can see, this wall is completely blank, and eventually I want to do like a bead board for the bottom half, but for now we got some shelves to put up, and so those we got on Amazon. They were really cheap, so I'm hoping that they're decent quality. And then we'll put up like our metal holders too, so we'll have this kind of be like the running wall, so very excited about that, and we'll show you once we put those up. I don't know if those are coming this weekend or early next week, so it might be a week or two until we actually get them on the wall. But yeah, I'm gonna go prep dinner. I'm kind of doing a lazy girl dinner with some Trader Joe's stuff that's kind of slightly pre-made. It'll be a nice little Asian fusion dinner, and yeah, that's about it for today's check-in. All right, doing a little prep for tomorrow's long run. So I'm gonna get out some hydration, the bottle that I'm gonna carry, and then let's see, we can do a tropical and the pineapple or Fruity Tooty. Let's do Fruity Tooty. I have not tried this one yet. So Fruity Tooty and the pineapple I have not yet tried, so I'm rotating the tropical and the cherry, so that since I have the most of those, so I'll rotate those in. So let's save pineapple for next week. There you go. So since I have 10 miles, we'll have 2 gels, hydration, and I'll eat before I go. So we're good to go. bread maker, and I'm so excited because I have toast every morning, and I am really excited to make my own bread the way I like it. If you can't hear that, we also got shelves and Paul's putting those up, which I will also show you in a moment because that's where all of like my running stuff is gonna go. But yeah, let me show you. I'm trying a whole wheat recipe. It actually is not one that came with the book with the bread maker, but I went a little rogue, so we'll see if it works. But so far so good. Let me show you. All right, so here she is. It's Naretva, I guess is the brand, but I am already obsessed. It does all these different things. So you have plenty of options. And we're gonna just continue to play around with it and try. So right now I'm doing like a really wheat whole grainy. I put extra seeds and grains in it and stuff. So we'll see how that turns out. There's still about 20 minutes left. But it's really nice because you can change like what you want the color of the crust to be, how big of a loaf. I'm doing a larger size. And I like that too because we tend to have to freeze a lot of our bread because we can't get through it in 1 week because Paul doesn't always have toast or bread. We don't always have it with meals. So this way I can make a loaf size that is appropriate for what we're gonna eat for the week and either not have to freeze it or waste it. And it's just gonna be a lot less expensive overall because the bread that I buy is like $8. So, and it's ridiculous. Or I go to like a farmer's market and I buy those and they're expensive too. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, the bread is done. It turned out beautiful. It's a great texture. It did not rise nearly as much as I thought it would, but that was probably me.
Good.
Doesn't it? Oh, it smells so good. So we'll let it sit for a little while before we cut it. I need a better knife, but oh my gosh, this turned out so good. There is gonna always be a little hole at the bottom because of the blade of the, like that stirs it, the batter and whatnot, but oh, it turned out so good. Happy Sunday. It is a rest day today. So we actually just arrived at Animal Kingdom at Disney and we're going to have a fun little birthday. So I will share a little bit of what we do, but it's just gonna be a pretty chill afternoon. It's hot, we're gonna take it easy, just kind of do whatever is open and available with not too long of lines. Wait times don't look terrible, so it should be a pretty decent day, but just wanted to get out of the house for a little bit and stretch my legs. I'm a little sore today. I didn't sleep the best. The dog was kind of taking over my space in the bed, but that's all right. I'll take all the snuggles I can get. So we're gonna park, get inside, and enjoy the day. Got the safari ride. That was a pretty good one, I would say. For being really hot, the animals were extremely active and very close to the car, so that was really cool. A couple weren't out, like the lions weren't out, and the wild dogs weren't out either. But outside of that, overall, very good one. Can't complain. So we're now just gonna figure out what we want to eat. We were gonna eat at Nomad because we love the Impossible sliders there, and they removed it from the menu. I am so sad. That was one of my favorite meals on property. So now we are switching gears and we are going to go to Satuli because that is our second favorite food item here at the park. And it also looks like it might drizzle. So we'll sit inside, get some AC, cool off a little bit, and then see what wait times look like.
Welcome to our little trans-dimensional joyride, folks. I'm Dr. Seeker, your friendly controller, and a heck of a paleontologist, if I do say so myself.
All right, so after we ate our bowls at Satuli, which was delicious as always, we went over and rode Dinosaur. It ended up having a little bit of a delay, so we had to kind of wait a little longer than we were anticipating. So that's kind of the last thing that we're checking off of our list for today. Paul is using the restroom really quick, and then we're heading out. We're gonna go to Target, and then it is time to go home and give our dog a bath, which is a workout in itself. So rest days aren't always rest days, but it was a really great day here. We stayed hydrated and cooled. I felt like we did a good job of kind of getting inside when we got a little overheated. The safari was very warm, but outside of that, not too bad. Also here, almost all of the rides were down because there was lightning in the area, even though it's sunny skies and clear. But, you know, they have to be safe, and things got really busy for all the other lines, where otherwise it would have been pretty short wait times. So yeah, we're gonna head out and see what we can get into at Target. Also, I got a new coffee mug, and I will show it to you when I get home. I love it. Here is the mug that I got, and I'm so obsessed with it. It's so cute.
All right, that is going to do it for me this week. I hope you're enjoying this series so far. I'm not sure how I will continue to vlog these, if it'll be full weekly ones, weekend ones. We'll see how it goes. But wanted to just say thank you for watching, and hope you come back for the next one. And we'll see you soon. Have a good rest of your day.